Hello again, and welcome to Lesson 27's Writing Sentences 2, Part 2. Welcome. Let's find out about what happened when a visitor came to the school. We start with a picture of the Scottish Parliament, which you can see here. And at the top of the hill, you can see the Nelson Monument and the National Monument. So this Scottish Parliament building is a reminder of the visitor who is coming to the school. Welcome. Not quite a word sum because well has only one L. And then come, which is O consonant E. And then we have part 2. And let's underline our title. We'll start with the Glasgow, because we're talking about the MSP who represents part of Glasgow in that Parliament building. The capital T at the beginning, and then when we get to Glasgow, Granny likes a small glass of water. MSP, we write this in capital letters. They stand for Member of the Scottish Parliament. Liked. So we have the word like, I consonant E spelling. We've dropped the E to add suffix ed. The song and later on the song and later, and again, later, A consonant E spelling, but we dropped the E to add suffix ER. Later on, he came, A consonant E spelling, to their class to hear it again. To and there, we think about the and then the I, and dotting it reminds us that this is theirs. It's a little person. Their class. To here, and we have an EA spelling. It. And again, again would be our spelling language with an AI spelling. Again, but we tend to say again. He, because it fits at the end of that line, even added grow at the end, which made them all laugh. Even added grow we'll put first. Even again, suffix ed, inverted commas for grow, because it's an extra word in their song, at the end, at the end. Which hat is Carol's hat? Made them all laugh. Made a consonant E spelling. Them all. Double L at the end. Laugh at Uncle Gary's hat. So we have which is Carol's hat and laugh at Uncle Gary's hat. Two strategies that have a hat in them. Oh! This lets us know how funny they thought him adding grow at the end of their song was. New paragraph. He looked at some of the work on the wall. Let's start with he looked at some. He look, oh, so we will have a double O. Then we've added suffix ed. He looked at some O consonant E spelling of the work. Of the were on the wall. On the wall. Rhymes with all. Then he said that he, I think, should just about fit in there. Then he said, said could be a spelling language, that he hadn't had the knowledge. Okay. Hadn't had apostrophe T for the missing O in not. Hadn't had the, and knowledge is a bit of a word sum, but we've also got to remember that silent letter. So, knowledge. K for the start of the word, knowledge. And it has the D-G-E spelling for J. Hadn't had the knowledge to know. But we'll say know as a reminder. To know that below and elbow were anagrams. Okay, that below, below, and elbow, elbow, were Emily's rats eating? Anagram. And then we add suffix s. Were anagrams. And there we can see an illustration that must be like the illustration on the wall. An anagram is when a word uses the same letters, but they're in a different order. So the E at the beginning of elbow is now in second place. The L is in third place in the word, and the B is right at the beginning. They both have the same ending, but we call it an anagram when the letters in a word are put in a different order for another word. Elbow, below. Now let's get back to the story. When he was their age. And if we say wh, it reminds us to put the H. When he was there, and we think about something that belongs to them, so where's the? And then our little person reminder when we dot the I. There, and what is it that's theirs? Age. And we have GE at the end. The E, making sure that when we see that G, we say J. He asked who had written it. He asked. Will fit here, I think. He asked. Ask and suffix ed at the end. Who? White-haired older had written. Silent W. Writ. 10. Written. It. Willow swallowed before answering. That's a sure sign she was a little bit nervous. Willow. Will with a double L and then O. Or you could say will low to remember those two L's in the middle. Swall O and then suffix ed. And the W sound we can hear is a bit like was. And you can't necessarily hear that that is an A that we need. Swell load is what it looks like, and you could use that for your spelling, but we say swallowed. before and swirling. And I've put another little spelling language prompt in there. Answer. Because when we say answer, we don't hear that W at all. It was unknown to me, she says in just that action. But we are going to write her words. It was. Was. And unknown. It was unknown to me till Miss told me. To me till Miss told. Old me. And we end the speech marks. New paragraph. Then he turned to the class. Then he turned and then we add suffix ed when we finish turn as the starter word. To the class. To the class. Held. We can hear all of the letters we need. In held. Up his water bottle and said, and we'll leave what he said for a wee while. Up his water. Up his, and war is W-A-T-E-R. Bottle, bot, and a T-L-E ending. And said, speech marks, and a toast. A toast has an O-A spelling for the O sound. A toast. To you all. To you, you owe us all. And a full stop. A toast to you all. Oh, and there we can see it. And we also get a hint about what happens next. Because here we have a hand holding a water bottle. But what's the other bit? Let's find out. I wish that I had come to this school. I wish that we'll start with that bit. I wish. And we can hear the sounds we need. Wish. That. And cross the T's. I had come, O consonant E, to this school. To this school might be your spelling language. To this school. And the next words he says are well done. Well done with an O consonant T spelling. Done. The sun cast a shadow. So now we know what the picture was all about. The sun cast a shadow. Shadow of his bottle so we have B-O-T and then the tl ending. Bottle onto the wall. The wall. And we have the w-o that we spell W-A. Looks like we'd say wow, doesn't it? Wall. Some of the, and you'll find out what they did in a minute. Some, we spell it a bit like so. O consonant E, of the class did the same. Class did the same with an A consonant E spelling. With their bottles. With their, and it's something that belongs. The, and then the I, and we pretend it's a person when we dot it. Bottles. And cross both the letter T's. And the shadow picture. Shadow. And picture, picture. Picture. Dot the I and cross the T. made them all laugh. Made a consonant E, them all laugh. Laugh at Uncle Gary's hat. Oh, thumbs up. That's our hint for what's next. It was a thumbs up moment. It was W-A-S, and thumb rhymes with crumb, and in both of them we need to remember to write the letter B at the end. Thumb, we can hear the first sounds, there's that B, and suffix S. Up. A thumbs up moment. There. What a lot of fun. And here we have our Glasgow MSP. And he says, I will remember this wonderful morning for a long time. Speech marks. I will. And will has a double L because it's a one-tap word with a short vowel sound. Remember. At the end. This. And then we have wonderful, which we spell on. This. Wonderful. And full doesn't have a double L because it's being used as a suffix. Something that was full of wonder. Wonderful morning. Morning. For a long time with an I consonant E spelling. Close the speech marks after the comma. And then we have whispered. The MSP. What? To remind us of the H is per, and then we add suffix ed. Whispered. The MSP. And what does it stand for? Member of the Scottish Parliament. Let's read our story. Welcome, Part 2. The Glasgow MSP liked the song, and later on he came to their class to hear it again. He even added grow at the end, which made them all laugh. He looked at some of the work on the wall. Then he said that he hadn't had the knowledge to know that below and elbow were anagrams when he was their age. He asked who had written it. Willow swallowed before answering. It was unknown to me till Miss told me. Then he turned to the class, held up his water bottle and said, "A toast to you all. I wish that I had come to this school. Well done." The sun cast a shadow of his bottle onto the wall. Some of the class did the same with their bottles, and the shadow picture made them all laugh. It was a thumbs up moment. I will remember this wonderful morning for a long time, whispered the MSP. Thank you for joining me. And now maybe you would like to go and read your story to somebody else.